Hello and welcome back to the Bionicle Phantoka set reviews. Today I will be covering set numbers 8686 Lewa, Nuva, and 8944 Tanma. So Lewa and Tanma are indeed different sets, as are Phantoka and Solek from the review before this, forgot to mention that. And when I got Lewa, I loved it. He is so cool. He is my favorite of all of the Toa here, unless you include Ignika's jetboard, because I quite like Ignika's jetboard. But yeah, I love Lewa. He is super awesome. I think Lewa is probably my favorite Toa overall. Either Lewa or Nuva, who was released in Mystica and looks stupid. But anyways, this is what they should have done for all of them. Have their base color as like their regular pieces and gray armor. That would have made so much more sense. Oh, and gray feet. And this sword, man. This sword. Let me get a good view of it. Come here, Lewa. That sword, man. That sword. And, I mean, the shoulder pieces look nice, too. And he has turbines on his cheeks. And there's Tanma, who looks a lot like the original Lewa Nuva. And as I mentioned with Phantoka, I really like that. I mean, Solek not so much, because Phantoka Nuva had a shield and all, and weird machinery on his eye, but yeah, I really like Lewa Nuva. So let's get into the basics of the set. Pros. I already basically went over all the pros. Love the sword, love the coloration. Color palette, or color scheme, it's black, silver, light blue on the mask, lime and gray, and yellow limeish, yellow trans limeish eyes. Really love the feet, good at balancing. I like the two jetpacks, those are a neat nod. Lewa has more jetpacks than Tanma. Tanma's argument is invalid. I like how the pieces right here on his legs are normally used for arms, and these pieces on his arms are normally used for legs. But it's swapped. That's cool, I guess. Having gray armor and green base pieces, or lime base pieces, makes him very different. But I already said that I like that. It keeps the classic Toa armor right there. Unlike Phantoka and Ignika, but I did Phantoka. I'll get to Ignika later. Yeah, I guess you could say that's it for pros. Well, overall, just good design. Definitely looks like a Toa of air, having the turbines in his cheeks and all. But every set has its cons. Oh, that's right. I didn't actually go over this with Spyria. I recorded this after Spyria, even though Spyria will be posted pretty late. But I'm pretty sure Spyria has the same articulation. Ankles, knees, hips, elbows, shoulders, wrists, neck. Anyway, so cons. If you put his arm like this, kinda limits his neck movement. Another thing, Mighty Sky Blaster. It sags like one simple tap. Yeah, that happens. That's what happens when Toa operate the Mighty Sky Blaster with one arm. Phantoka has two arms, and Phantoka has it on his shoulder. And futzing around trying to pose it. Another con, the Mighty Sky Blaster. Let me just detach his hand. And apparently that... Oh, I also detached a foot. Okay. There we go. But, yeah, here. That's how it's attached. And that is very, very stupid. Just look at that. Because you have to go like this for him to, like, shoot forwards. You can't really go like that without snapping off the hand. Simple fix is to just detach Pneumatic Sky Blaster, take the pin, put it in there, put Mr. Midak on like that, and then you have it like this, and it can go like that, and that's good, and it doesn't make it sag, and it looks like he's about to shoot the camera, which will not happen. But I guess I should also go over his function with the Midak Sky Blaster. As with the other two Toa and will be with Ignika, take your index finger, put it right on that little thing, tiny thing, and I'll actually put my hand in front of it this time so I don't lose it like I do in Spyria's review, and it shoots. It has 4 ammo. And now I must find all the things. Okay. Also, I should show reloading. I just detached the Sky Blaster. Alright, so this is the Midak Sky Blaster. Put it in like that. And then like that. And launch it all the way over the place. Okay. Put in there like that. And to just show it in like slow-mo. Put the cannonball in like that, and then just turn the lever backwards. There you go. Doesn't load any more than 4. So one last con. Oh, whoa, okay. One last con I'd have to say, and my camcorder ran out of memory. Turns out I actually tried to record Clash of Clans one time. You got to see my beautiful rushed Town Hall age. Anyways. I haven't even covered Tanma yet. Anyway, so one last con I'd have to say, some people would have this. The red pin there and the blue pin there kind of break up the color scheme. I don't really care about the blues and the reds pins. I really don't, but I know some people have a problem with that, so I might as well bring it up. But that's enough for big ol' awesome Lewa. Let's talk about his little buddy here, Tanma. Lewa, get out of shot. Tanma! I know a little bit of background information about Tanma. He is known to be the most courageous of the av-matoran, which is a new type of matoran. And he basically like stood up to the Makuta and said, "You may have corrupted the shadow matoran of this year, which would be Kirop, Radiac, and Gabla," and he's like, "But you will not corrupt me," and then the Toa came and beat everybody up, or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know the story. Either way, it's Lewa Nuva. He wears a Miru, Null Miru, Mask of Levitation. Lewa over there has one too. But, yeah, it's Lewa's katana-ish things from, what was it, 2003? 2002, maybe? I think it was 2002. Either way, the original Lewa Nuva. To me, they've always screamed, like, wind, or air. I don't know why it just does. Probably because I've seen him like only on like Lewa and the air Toa Metro. I don't know his name. Matau, I think it was. I don't know. But yeah, he looks really good. Got a jetpack. No real cons here. 14 pieces, just like the others. The only one that's not 14 pieces is Radiac. I'll get to him later. Because I think it's only Radiac. Well, I know Viking has a lot, but he doesn't really count. But anyways, he has one of the, like Solek, he has a slimmer chest piece. Unlike Phantoka and Kirop and Gava. Yellow eyes. Yeah, all of the quote-unquote good Bionicles of the year have yellow eyes, and all of the quote-unquote bad Bionicles of the year have red eyes. The clock is neutral, and he still has yellow eyes, but anyways. We'll get the clock when we get the clock. Having fun there. Anyways, that's basically Tanma in a nutshell. And, of course, the combination model. It's a little bit different, because his thing kind of, like, juts out like that. Let me move his obnoxious arm out of the way. Kind of juts out like that. So it's not too much of a problem for Tanma to latch on. But same as always. Let me actually get a good shot of it. There we go. Pose him whatever way you want. And I think I mentioned in another review that I saw in one of the commercials of Lewa flying and Tanma like deflecting shadow leeches. It's good. Nice to have an extra set of arms. Which is basically yourself. Yeah. But, overall looks good. I'm honestly surprised that none of these combination models really look like just like toes with backpacks or really clunky like that. And I like how they're actually characters, unlike Spyria. We'll get to Spyria when you get to Spyria. In flying, Lewa uses his jetpacks to fly, so I guess Tanma could kind of help out with this. Just set up kind of like that, I guess. Picture of it on this instruction manual I have right there. Here's Lewa and Tanma. Yeah, looks good. Hey, what do you know? I didn't actually call them Pohatu this time round. Also, I don't know why they need a mask of levitation if they can just fly, but I don't know. Yeah. So that's Lewa and Tanma. Honestly, I think they're pretty good sets. As always, Tanma 10 out of 10 for 14 pieces. It looks really nice. Lewa, I mean, I would love to give him a 10 out of 10, but he has the really stupid, or the instructions tell you to put the Midex Sky Blaster in a really stupid place. And he has those pins sticking out. And if you pose the arms a certain way, you can get in the way of neck movement. And the arm is kind of floppy with the Midex Sky Blaster. And it's easy to lose cannonballs. So I'd give him a 9 out of 10. Because, in my opinion, a lot of those cons are just nitpicks. Especially like the protruding piece, or like pins and axles. If you count that. But, yeah. Lewa and Tanma. Up next, we will have the Mask of Life himself. Toa Ignika. See you later.